This is Pink Frog Yellow Boots from Behaviour, working towards achieving holistic health for everybody. We all put tasks aside from time to time. But when we talk about procrastinators, we are talking about somebody who chronically avoids difficult tasks or puts away tasks that may look difficult. It may look like they're looking for distraction and a way out of it, but it may imply that it is a lack of self control. When gradually people indulge into procrastination, they may come up with an excuse like, I don't feel like doing it. Psychologically, when we speak about procrastination, it may imply the following things. One, a need to be a perfectionist. So when they procrastinate, they are basically putting off the pressure from them over themselves of being judged by other people, of not doing the task up to the mark, self condemnation, or fear of failure. These people can indulge into other activities and do other mundane stuff, which makes them feel as productive and feeling a sense of value. There could also be people who feel they will not enjoy the task because their motivation comes from deriving joy from the task they are doing. When they feel that the task will not yield them any enjoyment, any joy, or will not make them happy, they put that off and look for tasks that will make them feel happy or indulged in a manner that fulfills their requirement and satisfaction is achieved through that task. There could be low self confidence or anxiety that arrives with having a new task when they feel that people would be judging them or they have to prove to people about what they are capable of, and this derives a lot of anxiety. Also, they might feel that they lack structure or they don't understand the task completely, and that is why they keep putting it off, like probably paying taxes. Just because they don't understand, they put that off because it would be not a motivating factor for them to indulge into that task, and thus it will lead to an unpleasant experience. Lack of knowledge about a task and the inability to work up the interest or motivation to do the task may be another reason why people procrastinate. Procrastination is not only seen in teenagers but also adult. Most of the time, procrastinators say that they will do it at a later point, but mostly it is to derive a sense of urgency and experiencing the rush of euphoria of having overcome the odds. Also, when they speak of putting off the task to the next moment, they are basically trying to lift off the pressure of doing the task in the current moment while providing themselves an excuse that they will be doing it at a later moment. However, it might end up in a cycle of not doing it till the last moment and finally giving up on doing the task. Research find that procrastinators and non-procrastinators have a hold of different set of values for themselves. So when we speak of partner where one is a procrastinator and another is not a procrastinator, leads to a lot of discord between the partners when they don't understand the motivating factor that each partner has, and giving them space and time and acknowledging their personal preferences. So it is advised when a partner has a different set of values, it is important to understand where they come from and not forcing one's belief, one's style of working on the other person, but giving them space and having an understanding of each other is more important to sustain a relationship. When we talk about consequences that procrastination might lead to, it is important to understand that it could be both external and internal. Externally, when you keep putting on a task, it affects and impacts the image that you have as a person on others, while internally your health might suffer. It can cause more anxiety. A lot of time it leads to gastrointestinal issues, insomnia, the immune system may suffer, leading to a reduced overall well being of the person. It can also lead to clinical conditions where, for example, if a person procrastinates on cooking and binge eats fast food, they might suffer other issues like weight issues or any medical condition that may be impacted by that. It is possible to overcome procrastination, but that would take a lot of efforts. In psychology, behavior therapy has been seen as the most effective plan of treatment to overcome procrastination. Things that a person can undertake when overcoming procrastination is seeing a sense of value that they can achieve from the work they are putting off, distributing the task to people close to them who would be able to help them when it is not something that they alone have to do. Also, breaking a large task into chunks and celebrating achieving little steps they take towards achieving the task. Seeking help from people who can explain them the complexity of the task may help them understand the task better, which will lead them to do it in a more happier and motivated manner. These are the few things that people can undertake when they are working on procrastination. Understanding why a person is procrastinating is the first step to seeing what is it that needs to be overcome. Seeking help or planning yourself on how you would be working on procrastination is something that would be a personal choice and decision. But getting over procrastination is possible and it would lead to a happier, healthier life in the future. When we are procrastinating, we are basically not giving thought to the future self who would have to undertake the liability of the consequences that procrastination leads to. When we speak of procrastination, we also have to consider that the foresight of seeing how the future would be impacted in a rational manner is important and needed. Hope this helps. Have a great week ahead. Take care.